And the next functionality, the next main functionality we'll look at is working with clients. If you have a business where you work with clients, there is a functionality built in for that. There's I'm a coach, I'm in the coaching world, so I have a coaching dashboard, but this could be customized to however you serve clients, and there is a client database built into this that is more of a relationship manager than a full-on contact manager. It won't replace a fully powered CRM if you're using something like HubSpot or Streak or even just Google Contacts if you want to keep track of everybody's contact information. But for clients that you are currently working with, or people that you want to stay in close contact with for whatever reason, there is a client database built in that you can use for interactive sharing. You can share if you have files or resources to share with clients. You can embed those things in a shareable page. So there are features built in for working with clients that can be adapted to whatever your particular business or service or workflow is. And the next main functionality of the gloss has to do with daily tracking and tracking habits. Tracking habits is actually a function of daily tracking, and there is an entire tracking and review process built into the gloss that actually has a built-in review process on multiple horizons, from daily to weekly to monthly, quarterly, and yearly. So if you are staying current and consistent on top of your world, you'll have regular review patterns at each of these levels. And at the level of a year, you'll do a yearly review. At the level of each quarter or 12-week year, you'll do a quarterly review. And at each month, you'll have a monthly review process. Each week, you'll have a weekly review process. And each day, you'll have a daily tracking process. And steps for each of these are built into the gloss in a customizable way. So you can customize these to your own particular workflow. But there is, for example, a weekly review process that is built in to the gloss that will take you through the specific steps of your weekly review, like a checklist. So whatever things you consistently want to check on a weekly basis, those are built in here as a checklist that you can, of course, update and modify to suit your own personal process. So there's review steps built in at each of these horizons: yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly. And there is also a daily tracking and piloting process, what I call a review and piloting process. Piloting is setting your mindset for the coming day, and tracking is reviewing what happened in the previous day, reviewing key variables that are important for you to measure for your lifestyle. So things having to do with exercise or diet or sleep, or things having to do with your work and productivity and creativity and those kinds of deliverables. And there is a daily review and tracking process built in that lets you also keep a record of whatever daily habits you'd like to establish. So habit tracking is a function that's built into an overall robust and integrated daily review or daily tracking process. It's not a separate function. It's built into an overall daily tracking process that lets you observe and monitor and stay on top of your own key performance variables.